Taurus, welcome to August 2017. This is Gwendolyn. Welcome back to the channel, or if it's your first time here, welcome. This video is going to be a monthly Tarotscope for Taurus for August, and there's a lot going on this month. We have two eclipses, a lunar eclipse on August 7th and a solar eclipse on August 21st. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about those at the end of the video. So if you'd like to hear about that for Taurus and where it falls for Taurus, you can stick around to the end. And then we also have a Mercury retrograde coming up for Taurus, or actually for everyone, in Virgo on August 13th. So that's going to be lasting through the whole rest of the month. So anyway, I will talk more about those at the end of the video, but I'm going to get straight into the reading here. I'm going to turn this off. It looks like there's a little bit of a glare. So Taurus, it looks like you go from feeling like you need to defend your space, feeling on the defensive, feeling a little bit wary, a little bit paranoid, to ending up in a good place, Six of Wands. You go from Nine of Wands, which has a little bit of worried energy, to Six of Wands here in the beginning part of August. So something turns around. And I have a sense it has to do something to do with boundaries, foundation, structure, order, law. Four is Emperor. And this has to do with things that are according to the orders that are decreed, according to the laws, boundaries, foundations, authorities. There's something that you're looking at the authority figure. This could be like an employer or a landlord, or even like a father figure, or someone who's got authority and is setting laws and boundaries, and you're looking at them at the opening of August and sort of in a questioning way, like saying, am I safe? I've been working here. My head is bandaged. I'm wounded. And I'm noticing, interestingly enough, you go from having the bandaged head to having the crown of laurels, the victory. So something changes at the beginning of August, Taurus, where you go from feeling on the defensive, you keep getting knocked down, you have to keep getting back up. And then all of a sudden your status is elevated. You're on a horse. You're being recognized. You're being celebrated for what you bring to the table. So whatever you're questioning about the authority that exists or the powers that be, maybe it's even talking to a boss and saying, hey, I'm feeling a little bit like I keep getting knocked down here and I keep getting back up. And I've been the survivor. I've been the one who endures. Perhaps you're the person who's worked the longest. Or has seniority, and as you point that out, you get the recognition you deserve. I'm not sure, but that's one way of reading it. I'm just seeing you looking at this Emperor in kind of a questioning way, like how much longer am I needing to get knocked down before I get to ride up on this horse and be recognized and elevated. Sometimes, too, this can come with a job promotion. It's a wonderful time to just enjoy your own successes. Gosh, you have a nice month here, Taurus. This is quite nice. I like August for you. So anyway, that's a possibility of what's going on with these three cards. The one thing I'll say at the beginning of August is you may need to work on not worrying so much about what other people think. This is Hangman in reverse. In the upright position, Hangman means doing things your own unique way, being kind of a rebel, not really worrying about what other people think, getting comfortable in the fact that you may be different from others and finding enlightenment there. But in the reverse position, it's saying that you might be looking around to see what other people's approval, see where other people's approval is. You might be concerned about what others' thoughts are of you to a fault. This is when it's in this position, it's very approval seeking. It's very worried. It's very like, I want to try to conform to everyone else. I want to keep up with the Joneses. I don't feel comfortable just hanging out. When you're in this position, when Hangman's in this position, it's a comfort with oneself and an ease. And it's a comfort in just chilling out and relaxing. So is there anything that is keeping you from just chilling out and relaxing, Taurus? Like, is there any nervous energy, or feeling like you need to keep up with the Joneses, or feeling like you need to prove something to someone? I'm going to invite you to try to just hang and find peace, balance, enlightenment there, instead of all this busybody energy, or, you know, feeling like, it just feels like nervous tension when Hangman's in reverse. If you can just remove whatever that fear, doubt, or resistance is to just chilling and letting things be as they are, that's going to help you, Taurus, at the beginning of August. Here in the middle of August, on August 7th, or as we head towards the middle of August 7th, we have a lunar eclipse. And for you, Taurus, this is happening in your 10th house. So this is career for you. And I kind of get that you're walking away from something. You're letting something go regardless. It's interesting to me that the moon, really interesting, this lunar eclipse might have powerful influence for you, Taurus, because not only is the moon pictured in both of these, but there's also this like outline of the sun. So it's really interesting that the lunar eclipse is kind of coming up for you right around the time of the lunar eclipse. August 7th may be a powerful day for you. And lunar eclipses are when we release something emotionally. And for you, I get that it's really happening in terms of your career or work. You may be releasing feelings of obligation, duty, just baggage regarding your work. Like, I kind of get the sense that some of you are not going to be sweating the small stuff at work anymore. Like, maybe there might be something you're either leaving behind or you're letting go of. It's interesting because with 8 of Cups, it's walking away, and with Moon, it's allowing feelings to come up. I'm going to say let feelings come up for release, Taurus, especially regarding things to do with your work. Like, if work is stressing you out and you just don't want to carry the baggage of it, it's almost like a feeling of freedom where you can just leave that at work and go about your business at home or with whatever you're doing. So around this lunar eclipse, August 7th, I'd like to invite you to spend some time just sort of meditating upon your work and what it is that you need to let go of emotionally. What is it that you need to walk away from? It doesn't necessarily mean you have to quit your job. For some of you, it may translate as that because of this 8 of Cups, like you're just done. It's over. But for some of you, it's just going to be more about the emotions regarding your career and leaving something behind, feeling free, feeling illuminated. I actually see for some of you, it's going to be leaving any feelings of not being recognized behind. Like feeling, it's interesting that these are happening around the same time because it's sort of like leaving this guy behind of the wounded survivor, and more it's like, here I am, I'm the celebrated survivor, I'm the person who comes to the rescue. So whatever's going on, whatever feels heavy emotionally regarding feeling constricted by your career or work, there's an opportunity August 7th to let that go, whether that means really like walking away or just letting go of like the grasp of the career that has kind of felt like a stranglehold. You might find some freedom in that. And you might be acknowledging to yourself some things that have been a little repressed about it. Like, it really bothers me when this happens, or whatever this is. You might be like, I just don't have time for that anymore. I'm not worried about that anymore. I'm not engaging in this whole get knocked down and get back up feeling. I'm just like not even worried. I'm not even worried about those other rods. You know, I'm too busy being myself and being celebrated. So there's something nice that you're releasing emotionally, especially as related to your career, Taurus. So that's kind of nice. I also see this is Hierophant, which is the card of higher learning. It's the card of traditionalism. It's also a very Taurian card. It usually represents Taurus. So this could very well be you, Taurus, kind of sitting up on the throne. I really see a lot of nice things where you may be sitting up on the throne here with your relationship and also with your recognition. It feels like a really great month for you, Taurus, with getting recognized, leaving some old emotional baggage behind, going from feeling like a survivor endurer to being celebrated. I just see you kind of sitting in a nice place. And this is also higher learning. This is spirituality. This is the person who people recognize as kind of having the answer and the leader of how things go socially, morally, conventionally. You know, you're just doing your thing, Taurus, is what I get with this. And people are recognizing you for it. And you've got five here surrounded by 2 6s, which is, you know, maybe if there's been change or chaos, sometimes 5 can represent that. It's creating balance and harmony and order for you. I just see it's like spilling over. And if there's any air signs around you, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, they're coming towards you. They're coming for you. They're like, wow, I'm here to serve. I'm excited about this. I'm coming towards this person. This is you, Taurus, standing in your authority, being your very dedicated, hardworking self, and kind of having achieved a nice place for yourself. And then this is the air sign saying, yeah, I want to be part of that. I want to defend that. I want to, whatever it is that they're gung-ho about it. And this is someone who is usually very idealistic. You know, they're very incisive. They're very clear. They cut to the heart of the matter. They sometimes leap before they look. Like you can see this horse is a little worried about how fast they're going. But it's like all systems go. They're coming towards you. So any air sign or anyone who holds the archetype of someone who is quick thinking, incisive, you know, wants to cut to the heart of the matter, that's serving you, Taurus. That's someone who is coming to your aid. So embrace that as support, Taurus. It's nice. All of this is pretty nice. You also have right around the new moon in Leo, which is happening in your 4th house of the home. You're seeing some new truths. This is Ace of Swords, which is a new beginning, a new way of thinking. It's the Excalibur card. It's truth with a capital T. It's super clear. It's clarity defined. And it's also victory. It's crowning victory. Like you have arrived at the truth. It's clear as day. And even though it's here with Sun in the reverse position, I'm actually reading this as the solar eclipse. Sun is a very positive card. And it's positive even in the reverse position. So this means feeling joyful, feeling vital, feeling like radiant, and just like who you are. It's sort of like all green lights go. You know, when the solar eclipse is here, it may be that you're finding a new truth out about your relationship. It's kind of positive though. I'm not seeing it as a bad thing. I'm actually seeing that it's bringing more balance to the situation. If you can see Lovers here and Temperance, it's bringing more peace to your relationship. As this truth comes to light during the solar eclipse in Leo in your home life. I really get that this could be like a spouse or a partner that you live with. Look at these 2 angels of peace that are blessing the couple, that are finding balance and harmony. It could be such a nice time for your partnership, Leo. I mean, not Leo. The solar eclipse is in Leo. Taurus. This solar eclipse in Leo might just be a real blessing towards your relationships, finding peace, finding harmony, finding like divine blessing. And again, the sun is here too. So the sun is, it's actually interesting how the moon on August 7th, it's weird how the cards are depicting what's going on. The moon, the lunar eclipse that we're getting here August 7th has to do with you letting go of something, letting go of old baggage, but especially related to your career. And this is more related to your home life with a new insight, new wisdom, new clarity, a vision around this solar eclipse is bringing more peace and harmony to your home life, to your partnerships. For those of you who are not in partnership, it may be bringing you a sense of peace or divine blessing. Finding ways to mix those hearts, to bring two hearts together. It's just beautiful, Taurus, all the way around. I mean, I can't say a bad thing about what's coming up for you. Maybe like worry a little bit less about what others are thinking and don't feel like you have to keep up with the Joneses, but pretty positive read for August here, Taurus. So it's kind of short and sweet because it's literally short and sweet. I mean, you're letting go of stuff here. You're receiving a new insight, new clarity towards that new moon in Leo in your 4th house of the home. You've earned a nice place in the world through your hard work, Taurus. I mean, you may open the month feeling like, God, I've been working so hard, but August may be when you get that recognition of, I do come in and save the day. I do achieve victory. I, in fact, wear this crown of authority. And not only that, I get support. So allowing the support that's coming around you, Taurus, stand up for what, you might have to challenge authority in order to get here, to be respected and acknowledged for what you're contributing. But I just see really wonderful things coming in for you. So with that, I just want to talk a little bit more about the eclipses. I touched on them a little bit. The lunar eclipse is in your 10th house. That's career. And again, the moon represents our emotions. It represents, when we get a full moon, it represents things coming to culmination, to fullness, to illumination. And it's usually representative of something we're letting go of, releasing. So moon in Aquarius usually has to do with themes of freedom and rebellion and innovation, new ideas, humanity, science, networking, the groups that we're surrounded with. I'm just getting that the group that you're surrounded with is finally giving you accolades. And then that new moon in Leo is happening in your 4th house of the home, which just brings a lot of fire energy, passion, dynamism, boldness, courageousness. It may be what's giving you the boldness and the courage to speak your truth, this new truth that helps bring about peace in the relationships. The new insight that happens around that new moon in Leo. Whatever you got a taste of at that new moon in Leo at the end of July, Taurus, July 23rd, that was the first new moon in Leo that we got. But this is the more intense one. This is the solar eclipse. And along with it, you're getting some truth handed to you that's affecting your relationships or the way you perceive relationships. It's going to bring you a lot of peace. So that's my reading, Taurus, for you for August. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to give it a thumbs up or share it with another Taurus. If you've ever like to book a reading with me, you can do so. I'll put a link up above. Or if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to put those below. And as always, I just want to thank everyone so much for watching. Yours in the stars.